4 years is a lifetime to be away from.
I guess the public eye. I guess you can see it as that. The first year was spent touring, getting pregnant, living that out, becoming a mother, taking the first year to sort of do the mom thing, feel what that's really like, and then be inspired for my new record. Then I accepted the movie Burlesque, and that was another almost a year away from the public eye per se. So it's been a lot of work in the progress. And the song is called You Lost Me. And right then and there, I think it sets the tone for what I wanted was a very raw and real feeling, kind of falling apart of your whole world.
You co-wrote this, and this is really a good time in your life. So where did this come from?
This, I have to say, I have to credit Sia, singer-songwriter Sia, for coming to me with this idea and this concept in general. And it just goes to show, you know, we're storytellers. It doesn't have to really necessarily be happening in your life. I draw upon pain of other situations from my life to put into the storytelling that I do. And in this case, that's where I drew some pain for. It can come from your childhood, it can come from a bad day, it can come from, I just sort of, after doing my movie and everything, I know certain places that will just trigger that emotion for me, and literally now I just find it to be almost a comfort zone. Pain is almost a comfort zone in a way.
Really?
At times, yeah. It can come from a very inspiring place. I think a lot of artists will tell you that. I feel lucky that I'm always inspired by something new and something different, and then I think that's also why I chose Anthony Mandler. I'm a fan of his work, and I love how creative he is as an artist himself. I really respond to artists, and that's my comfort zone. That's where I get off. And you know, Anthony Mandler, one of my favorite things that he did was it was actually a Jay-Z commercial where everything sort of changes in his environment around him except for Jay-Z, and it almost looks like it's like a one take, but his entire environment keeps changing around him and taking you into different modes of his career, and that's sort of the world that we created here. You know, even though it's sort of a standalone looking performance, the world around me will be changing, and it's very inspiring in a way, because this video will take you from a very dark place, feeling that way emotionally, to pretty soon you'll see me build my strength, and by the end of the video it's like I drew strength from such a painful time in my life.
You played around with how fun it might be to kiss a girl in your last video, and people kind of stirred it up, and they were like, "Oh Lord, and oh Lord."
It's always something that chaps, this,
right.
that. It's, you know, going back to the dirty days. Yeah, I kind of inspired a little controversy along the way, but, you know, it's funny, when I'm doing these things, I don't even realize that they might be seen as controversial in a sense, because I am such an open and honest person and comfortable in my own body and in my own sexuality. It's just a really funny thing sometimes that people, I don't know, maybe aren't comfortable 100% with their own sexuality in a way. But that's why, you know, sometimes it's fun to do these things too, to provoke conversation.
Is it hard though, balancing that act with, like, you know, that's somebody's mama. That's Max's mama.
I know, it's so weird. It's like telling a painter, like, you don't paint nude women now that you become a parent. It's like you still have to express yourself as a human being, and especially I think as a woman, we're so shamed for our sexuality, and, you know, we're so seen as just being, you know, supposed to be this one-dimensional creature, and I think that's so unfair, and I have to keep in touch with myself as an artist and being able to express all sides of myself in order to feel like a fulfilled woman. And, you know, I definitely wear many different hats, and I keep them very separate. You know, when I go home at night after shooting a video like Not Myself Tonight, you know, I sing my son to sleep with Mary Poppins' Stay Awake, and, you know, rock and cradle him and cover him up in bed and do really silly things that we won't even mention, and, you know.
How spoiled is he, though? How spoiled is he to hear you sing to him every night? That must be amazing.
Well, that's very sweet. Thank you. But you know, he's going to hear all Mommy's bad notes all the time. He'll grow up with it.